with that being said, hey yo, what's up everybody? This is the new podcast, that 3:24 a.m. podcast. We're gonna talk about music, all music, that's what the AM stands for. And we're gonna be out here giving you guys some great content. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am your host, Scientifixxx, AKA Science, AKA Science Scorsese, AKA Kobe Science, AKA Smokey Robinson, AKA the #1 Chief Rocker, AKA Mr. Boombastic, AKA I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. That's for the new shit, because every year I got to do something different. So those are all my new
Yeah, I like that. Hell yeah, I like that.
First off, I want to give some shout outs. Shout out to Matt, my man from 101, where we're shooting right now in the studio, you know what I mean? Mad love for that. Shout out to my homie's kitchen, Chef, out there doing his thing. Shout out to Brandon and DJ Night Vibes for the Monday Saloon. Our salon, they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
So you guys check that out. We'll have information about that through the conversation, so don't worry about it. We'll keep you up to speed. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to one other person. Oh yeah, the new team. Everybody, welcome me to the Born Evil team. We are here with Born Evil Network, BornEvillStudios. Shout out to my man Ep.1. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing podcasts on the level, on this channel right here, doing their thing. So for that, let's make some noise. Bam, bam, bam. I got notes. It's about to be lit.
Oh.
So, introduce you guys to something different. We're gonna be talking about music on all different platforms. We have hip hop, we have rock, we're gonna have reggae, R&B, you have a genre of music that exists. We're gonna talk about it in Fresno. We're gonna bring artists to the table for you guys to sit down and listen to story, hear about new bands, and also get a chance to see them perform. So, with no further ado, let me introduce the man to my left. This man here is a chef. He is a musician. He is a professional skateboarder. He is a professional magician, a sniper for the Rebel Army. He also records and songwriter. That's not recording. Oh, he went to the Recording Academy. I wrote a bunch of other stuff that I was blocking off, not the stuff that you wrote. A recording artist, a songwriter, Recording Academy performer.
Yeah.
46 states.
Yeah.
13 albums of music. $5 million. What?
$1 billion bangers.
Oh, yeah, $1 billion bangers. Also, performed on Fox 26 just like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that with less enthusiasm. Also performed on Fox 26 just a couple days ago with Brandon Freeman and DJ Night Vibes. So make some noise for that. Shout out to Kobe. And with no further ado, it's my man Prime Blaq in the building. What's up, Prime Blaq? How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing good, blessed, humble, honored.
I'm much louder than you are,
Man,
I'm excited.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We in the building.
Yeah.
Life is grand. Life is beautiful, man.
Mhm.
So
Talk about it.
to be able to be in here, God is good.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. We
Man, we back. It's 2026.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've been on the platforming game.
Okay.
Took a year off just to build up some money, get some things right. We back though. And with this new platform, we're gonna be talking about music, artists in Fresno, and music and stuff that's inspired each one of those artists to get them to the level or place they are in their career. Also give you a chance to hear some new stuff from said artists or people that you let us know about, you know what I mean? Like, hey, have you ever heard of, and this is a person from the city that you work with, collaborations, that type of thing. And on top of that, we just gonna have a great ass time and conversating vibes, so you know what I mean? So it's gonna be great. We gonna do whatever we wanna do. Like I said, it's our first time back. We got Sanaa behind the camera right now. Make some noise for Sanaa. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you for the camera action. We're gonna have Sanaa on the next episode, so be looking out for that one. That one's gonna be a good one as well. So what do you feel like talking about? What do you feel like? What have you been listening to? I guess if that's anything, or just let them know who you are. Shit, I don't even want to be rude. Like introduce everybody to who you are.
I go by Prime Blaq. Please remember, I make energy, and I started it out.
That's tight.
Just had such a passion for music, and I have so much music that I'm ready to give out to the world. So it's just been a blessing with that. From Southern California, I was born in Long Beach, lived throughout the Inland Empire. So shout out to everybody from the Empire to the High Desert to all the way to LA, you know, and to Westchester. So and all the way up here to Fresno and all throughout the Central Valley. So been able to collaborate and listen to all different type of music. I've been so locked into doing my own music that I have so much music that now it's like, okay, my cuppeth overfloweth. And so I share with my brethren. So I'm like, boom, let me just create a big old bucket of beats that I had, you know what I'm saying? And all of the Fresno artists that I was running into, I'm like, let's create like a nice little project, or everybody pick something from that just to see what, you know, you enjoy and what it would be good to see everybody flourish in the projects or the stuff that I've worked on and created for such a long time, to see what they would think about it. So that's been dope to be able to listen to everybody from these Monday salons with Brandon Freeman, shout out, which has been amazing, a platform, an open source to allow so many different styles of music, and me being able to be we all be in that creative space and be in a good vibe and a good open mind to be able to listen to everybody and let everybody be able to get their shit off, you know? So that's what's dope about that. And like, besides that, I mean, J. Cole, he just dropped a project, so I just kind of just listen to that, and I rock with that. Like, that was a fire project, so I give him that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, make some noise for that, J. Cole, you know what I mean? The return of, you know?
I like to
got my own opinion about it, but I mean, we'll talk about that too. You know what I mean?
I like that, and him taking it back to the CD out of the trunk era, you know, and that's physical merchandise that helps out that artist. That a lot of times that artists don't see that from the record label perspective. So it's good to see that still function and to have that draw and to reignite that that ingenuity and that ambition for artists to be able to go back out there and get it. You gotta be able to organically get out there and get on the stage. You can't just be in the house and think that you're the hottest shit. Like, you gotta actually be in front of people. And like, it's been great to be able to have just gone across this whole country just off of the work, just being able to, off of the humbug of working, you know what I'm saying? But to be able to have gone and done open mics in all of these different regions, and people be like, yo, keep doing that shit, bro. I might have been going through life is lifing. I can tell everybody, life is life, but you got that fucking smile on your face. So
and we were talking about it too, like the last couple sessions, you know what I mean? Like how, you know, running into stuff because you're already doing, and then you come in here to do a session or come in. Oh, by the way, we doing music together. I don't know if anybody, let me give myself a little introduction to everybody on the new platform who doesn't know. My name is Scientifixxx. I've been doing music for over the last, let's see, I'll be 46 in March. So we'll say I've been doing music for 29 years as either a producer or sound engineer. Lived in 12 different states, 2 countries, doing freelance engineering, production, battle rap, just sound engineer and sound design. I've done production, live shows, front of the house, side of the house mix. Got into chefing, as you're gonna talk about chefing too. We did some chefing for a little bit. Videography, graphic design, all that stuff. So over the last 20, almost 30 years of life, you know, I've seen progressions of different music in the city, lived outside of it, but also the same thing. People were like, yo, just keep doing what you do, because every time, whatever that project is, it has energy to it that people receive and are receptive to, and they're drawn to. So that's why we're back on this one. So if a lot of you don't know who I am, that's who I be. Absurd, and then everybody in the fam knows. We used to do battle scene back in the day, urban combat. So we used to do, when FTK was in Visalia, we used to do stuff there. And then all the battle scenes and all the stuff that used to pop off. And then shout out to Ab, who got on to like King of the Dot and like Grind Time and all those early battle stuff. So he's seriously doing it. So shout out to my guy. But yeah, so I was doing that. And then now we're here with the podcast, with the music and the thing. We're gonna talk about it. But yeah, for those of you who didn't know, that's what I did. In a nutshell, real quick, in a nutshell, like the elevator pitch, as they say. Yeah, I mean,
no, that's like roses, man. Like people got to be able to see that the youngins coming up got to be able to see the groundwork, the work ethic that it takes. That we were just having this conversation about what is hard. Like, that's important. Like the work ethic, the obstacles that are in front of us, we got to be able to plow through those. Like, be fluid like water. Water is able to break mountains, but tough salt is soft enough to touch skin. So like the delicacy of being able to flow through it, all of that, and to be able to still grow and see everything, like everybody moving in the right direction. I love it.
Also, with the bringing back the physicals, there's a lot of fans and artists who've never even seen that in their career or lifetime. So to bring that back is good. I also had a conversation with somebody talking about bringing back physicals based off the fact that, like, Not to say it ever would happen, but if there were to be some sort of technological error and everybody lost their iTunes or their Spotify or whatever, a lot of music that you owned would be gone. But if you owned a physical copy of it, you could still pop it on. You can go listen to it if you had vinyl of it, that type of thing. So I think a lot of people in their mind, it's always gonna be there. And we come from an era where we know that you gotta rely on physical things that are in front of you that you can actually touch to know that, okay, this is the cassette or this is the album, this is the this, to know that you'll be able to listen to that. Because if computers go down, there is no backup plan to that. A lot of people wouldn't think of that, but some people's careers are based off of just the fact that it's on the internet. So if it removes that, then how would you physically be able to show people that you have it unless you're got physicals or you're able to perform it?
I think the Walkmans will last 200 years.
I think so too.
Because I think that because we're going back to that era, that was a viable technology, at least, that got through for a long duration, especially even going over to other third world countries, because I've heard of this dynamic of like the stuff that we've had goes to these other places in it.
Yeah, when I was in the Dominican Republic, they had it.
It just takes it takes other places to a whole nother level as well. So it's appreciated to see that, but to go back to the physical things, like to see that go in seeing them have this trouble now with artists and being able to pay them out, you're seeing that judgment aspect happen where all of these places are in trouble, or you're seeing the numbers and the math ain't mathing. And so now people are like, okay, let me take it back to my merch. What can I be able to
streaming services would fucking freak out if physicals became a thing again. Record shops would come back, you know what I mean? Like Good Sam Goodies, things like that, because you'd have to go there to get the album.
You have to go exclusively.
If an artist said, oh, I'm only gonna sell it physical, I'm not streaming it, then that would be like, okay, well, you're the biggest artist in the world. Like, well, we just lost at least $200 million off streams. You just gonna go make that $1 million, $2 million on your own, selling the CD for like a couple bucks? Damn.
See, but if you didn't put in the hard work, then it pays off.
Oh yeah,
knowing
totally,
that somebody like J. Cole that has that type of stature now in his career to be able to do that. And there's still a lot of people who are out here still doing that, which is good. And that's just keeping the fluidity of the artistry, being able to see that work ethic is powerful, it's empowering. Because for me, I didn't do it by the internet aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually went out to all of these different places and was able to get some type of opportunity to promote. That's a good aspect, whether however long ago, that whole duration of that time, 46 years. Like that's flowers, bro. Like I know how hard it is to even be able to do any of this shit and go through the ebbs and flows of, I don't know if I can cuss, my bad.
Oh, you cuss like
my bad. All right, cool. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Whew.
He thought you were sensitive shit? Oh yeah, no, motherfucking shit. We cleared it. Yeah, we got it out the way.
All right. But just to be able to have put in the hard work like that goes a long way, you know, and that always, like, you got Mike Tyson still fighting at 59, 60 years old. So it's like, you love your craft so much. It's a part of you. Like, it's a part of me. So I don't even know if that is ever a possibility of wanting to feel anyways, because it all ties in. It's like embedded in us. But like, to see the physical aspect of that memorabilia come back, that's so valuable now. Like I carry around everything that I've ever produced. To where I'm like, hey, I would enjoy if you was be able to see what I have to be able to enjoy for yourselves. And so I think that's important, that everybody that's out there, like, whatever you do your shit, like, put your stuff out there in front of people, whatever it is. If you make pottery, like, whatever, quilts, whatever, but it's important that you don't just follow something and never, you know, be able to showcase all of your talents. It's like, don't die with your music still in you. I keep saying that with myself. Like, like, life is short, and I think that's important, that we just be able to just, at any moment in time, not even just with music, just, you gotta go 100% hard on everything that you have in front of you. No opportunity, nothing is promised tomorrow. So if you waking up and you,
next 15 minutes ain't promised. You know what I mean? So and we got to really think about it like that. You're right, though. Go ahead.
So I put that in the music every time, like, with like an urgency. Like, it has to be something of that feeling now for me, because of the life lessons that it has produced to me, to be able to evolve as an artist and be able to evolve. Like really, it really is that. Like you become a different person as you grow. If I'm different than I was 20, I'm different than I was 30, I'm 40 right now. You know what I'm saying? So I understand like the grind that it took. Like damn, soon as you any capacity of being over 40 and that, like you looking at it and life is sped up and you can see so much more. But you have laid the roots, you've laid the foundation, you've done the work, you've sharpened your skill, your technique to be able to be at this level to where it's like, okay, nothing is undeniable as far as in being able to touch any of this equipment in here and to be able to be audio alchemist with all of this. Like this brings such a, music is life, it's my life, you know? Like I can't stop thinking about this shit. Like
if I'm surrounded by it, you know, you gotta surround yourself by it.
Like I'm in the kitchen, it's the same way. If I'm at home, it's the same way. If I'm in the damn grocery store, I'm listening to whatever is out there that they're playing.
They're playing.
Yeah, whatever they're playing. Like I'm listening to like, I worked in the Walmarts and that's what I was hearing all day, every day, every city that I was going to. It was dope because you're listening to everything. Yeah. Even if I wanted to just sit there and listen to all my music and knowing that I got to write these songs, like I'm trying to get to all of these songs and I'm like, damn, I'm building up. I'm hoarding music now at this point. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the accumulation was. It was like, all right, I got this written down. And I know I have it archived as far as, all right, I was in Chicago when I did this beat, or when I wrote this song, or I was in Atlanta when I did this, you know, so it's like, I'm excited to go back into those archives, but you know, at that point, I want to be able to allow other people to like listen to what I've been able to do too. Because like, I've already listened to it, but it's like, okay, I don't have no other opinions off of that. So that's future reference to that point, God willing, like I'm able to get to that. So I live in the now and be passionate about that. We're
gonna get those things out there.
Yeah, definitely. But man, I be doing so much like performing, you know, out and about, where it got to a point where it was like, okay, you got to pivot and go back into the studio. And it's keeping a good balance. Like with anything musically, you want to make sure that you have a good balance of, but you want to push yourself. It would be days that I would push myself on the beats and the writing or incorporating and see what would be my best mixture or my best technique. It's really, you have to spend that time studying your own craft too to be able to elevate yourself like that. Trying to like replicate after anybody like that, I didn't find really any joy or peace into that. Like that's why I can't say, like honestly, it's no fault to a lot of people out there who do have music out there. Like I don't listen to a lot of people, but I do listen to a lot of people at the same time. But that's how locked in, you gotta be like Kobe, Black Mamba locked in. That's where I'm at. Like I remember being at the Grammys when he passed away. So for me, that ingratiated into me like, ooh, like it just lit up. I was rocking after that. So I appreciated that moment because, you know, we all get those moments where now we can put it into music, and I feel like life gives you a lot more flavor. Especially as in any genre too, because I think we've been so hesitant to want to tap into the more depth of our artistry. And I think even with the projects that I'm trying to do right now, like those come from a lot of depth of over years of being able to dive into as much of content that I can to be able to formulate good good music now at that point now, you know. And when you hear from some of the artists that are putting stuff out now, it's like, okay, I can appreciate that. That's not mine. I can appreciate that, you know. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, no, like you were saying though too, that's great because like the flowers, like you were saying, thank you very much, appreciate it. I always give my guests they flowers too for their presence of what they do and their longevity. But it's like the water thing, like you said, like I seen the way that the scene grew, so I flowed with it because I knew music. I could relate to the sounds as they progressed. I knew what was going to be used and what was still being used and what was going to be the new. Because, you know, sometimes it went from synth and then it went into, you know, Little John, and then it went into like a lot of fucking sharp samps. Then it went to like soul samples a little bit, but more sped up. Then it went into darker beats. And But as it progressed, I was like, but I learned all that because every genre, every region of the United States that I went to, all had a piece of that.
Yeah.
Like when I was in the South, I heard all the chop screw stuff. When I was in the East Coast, when I was in up north, like they all had that. It just became more popular. And then with the evolution thing, that's exactly how I felt about it, because I felt like that Dave Chappelle, when he said the 3 different Daves, when you see the 20-year-old you, the 30-year-old you, like before you got kids, and when you got kids, and when you that. And you are those people. And and for everybody out there listening as musicians, like you'll realize, like, not to say you look back and you're like, damn, a lot of time has passed. But in one way, that's a great thing, because you're like, yo, I spent all these years doing what I love. I was able to sustain. I didn't have to do, I did other things, but this was like the leading horse. But then at the same time, you look at it and you go, that much time it took to not even convince other people, but just to feel like this is your thing. Because it doesn't feel like that when you first start. As a musician, it isn't the first couple of years. It isn't the first 5 or 10. It's like right after 10. You start to feel like this is what you're doing now. And so that's why for me, it's like when everybody says, oh, that's dope that you're doing that, I go, yeah, it's like a little over 20. But you have to think, after the first 10, I was like, okay, now I feel like I'm doing something. So the last 10 was like actually doing. The first one was earning my stripes. You know, being just a whatever gopher in the engineering booth. I wasn't really on the boards, even though I just graduated. Producing for people, but not getting placements, but getting like.
That's the crazy part too.
Help us build up beats. Like we like what you do, but we want you to help us build up
and
other
make
people.
Bigger beats.
Like here's a song, and then what do you think? And I'm like, oh, well, this here and this here. So then I was like, okay, so I was always like a piece to help out whatever the situation was. And I took that role when I went to engineering school. I was like, okay, from the mindset of being a rapper, you want to be the best. You're the quarterback of the team.
But that's
like
a
everything's
dope
about
spot
you.
to be in too.
And then as an engineer, I went, okay, well, I can get into any room now though as an engineer. I don't have to sit there and go, hey, listen to my shit. People want me to get on to theirs or hear theirs or see what I can add to theirs or what is my idea before becoming a rapper and going in the room and going, hey, yo, listen to my shit, because they're gonna be like, now we're gonna listen to your shit for the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and we like working. Whereas as an engineer, I actually help that workflow go faster. Or I come with a beat, like, oh, y'all don't got a beat for that? Like, I got something right here, boom, 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 boom. So it kind of helped in those formats. But over the years, it took that much time. So for artists out there who feel like the first couple of years, you're not getting your recognition, you're not getting that exposure as much as you feel like, imagine what it feels like when you're in college football and you're walking onto the team, you didn't even get put on the team. And this is college, this isn't NFL. And you're like out of high school, you didn't get recruited, but you got enough to get the scholarship to that college. Then you get onto the team because you worked your ass off. And the stars over here, like, I'm the star, I'm the one killing it. And you're going, I'm just gonna grind. Person goes down, gets hurt, or just doesn't fulfill it because they get big-headed. And that person that's been grinding the entire time has that work ethic of like what we're talking about now. It's like the physicals and everything coming out. We were in an era where none of those things were possible, so you had to learn those techniques and how to get your music out.
You had to.
So if you're doing it now with the same drive on digital, think about that, because it's like if you have a person who would stand or walk through the city and sell it to people physically and get off 100, 200, then you got digital streams now. It's like all I got to do is just share the link too. The amount goes up, but the other way around, the people that get that freedom don't know what it feels like to work.
That part.
To grind it out, to have to sell it, to make everybody listen to it.
So now you get bombarded with different struggles and storms and shit. Now you really can't handle it.
So as an artist, it's both sides, but it's great to be able to go through all the years of it and still maintain because of the growth and really understanding that there is going to be something new in a couple of years. Never get comfortable. Never get comfortable, because you have to understand people are exercising their brain of what they've heard over the last 10 years. So there might be someone who was younger, comes up with a new idea, sparks our ideas, like, oh, I never even thought of that.
And I love that.
Because our thought process was doing this, trying to beat the people ahead of us, coming up with something, and the people underneath us, same thing. But when you get the information, it gets better and better as it goes down. So as long as artists understand that, as we were saying off camera upstairs, it's a real ass job. You're selling this brand. You know, if you work for a company, you work certain hours pushing that brand's 24-hour agenda.
For real.
Well, when you become an artist, you are now selling your brand 24 hours a day, every single day,
Yeah.
every single second, thinking of how to get it off, how to get people to pay attention to it.
Yes.
Buy the merch, buy the music, pay attention and be a fan on your Instagrams or your social medias. So it becomes like an entire sales pitch to everything, but that's also the level of this is your job.
Yeah.
This is a real job.
It's literally the final product. It's people, process, and product. As long as you got that product, you got that process, and you got the people, you know, you can be able to get into a better position doing a lot of things.
As DMX once said, put the weed in the bag first, then sell it. Yeah, I mean, you over here bullshitting. on Bally when he's like, put the weed in the bag first.
Yeah, don't smoke it.
Then sell it. You know what I mean? But that's how you go. That's really what it is. It's like a lot of people don't understand there is a hustle to it. You know, some people do get the luck of the media because they get streams that hit them first, but then those are also the ones that have never performed on stage. So it's a little different when you get on stage and you got 12,000 to 20,000 followers or streams, and you know, you're up in the 100,000s, and then you get on stage and you've never rapped in front of anybody before.
Man, the Turtles at the end of the day won. They beat the Rabbits. You have to allow time to be able to grow into understanding yourself a lot more as an artist.
Yeah.
Or whatever you do. You have to allow time to be able to process. You got to let that process be the progress to get to where you want to be. But you can't be so like overpowered by the thought of trying to get there. You just got to take it one step at a time. One drop of water on that seed will grow to unbelievable, to fucking Jack and the Beanstalks.
Yeah.
But you got to have the faith of a mustard seed. You truly have to. You cannot get nowhere without that faith and that action behind it. You got to go without a plan is a nightmare.
And and as they all say, everybody who makes it or continues their dream, we all got to be a little delusional.
That part.
You got to remove yourself from reality and the number and what it really is, and put yourself in a space to think about it. Like we're saying, okay, so I'm about to be 46. I've been doing music and media for the last 20 years of my life. I've only worked at a couple of places, but that's just like kind of for the sake of, I'm not really doing much right now. Might as well do something. But never to really do anything besides this. But realistically, if somebody else were to look at it and go, you don't got a job? Like, well, yeah, technically I do. Like what? I do media. Well, who pays you? Like fans. Yeah, but how do you make your money? The fans. I sell merch. I have a clothing line. I have companies. I have an LLC. I mean, what are we talking about? Oh, you guys perceive the fact that I'm just like kind of still living the dream of being a rapper. Like, no, we're in the music industry now. Like, this is what we do. This is our work field. This may seem different to a lot of people, but like the news, like you were just on Fox 26. Shout out to that. Make some noise for that. Yeah, shout out to Kopi. But yeah, no, it's like, you know, all platforms of media. You know, so when you do
and
that,
you are one of the largest in the city.
Exactly. And then we're able to tap in with everybody that they're like, oh, I didn't know you guys knew each other. Well, that's what we do. Media and music and all of those things. So I think it's just a little bit hard to perceive for people who don't know what it takes to do the thing, to still understand that it's still a job. Like going back to the fact that some people get into it thinking, I'm not gonna get a job, I'm just gonna become a rapper. I'm gonna become a musician. I'm just gonna do, I'm like, yeah. And I mean, the crazier part is musicians, I think they have a upper hand on that because they know, no, we're gonna perform and tour. That's how we're gonna get our money. There's no way we're getting a record deal until we have an album. And so they understand that a lot better than I think
a
rapper does, because a rapper thinks automatically I'm gonna get signed and I'm gonna blow up.
Then it'd be like a singer next, because the singer right there.
Yeah, and then singers are like, okay.
Into locations too.
Then I get on a major hit. But like bands, I think bands have a clear mind of like, yo, we're gonna struggle. We're gonna live out this van. We're gonna buy a pack of hot dogs and everyone's gonna sign which hot dog is theirs in that pack. That one's mine and that one's mine. Like, but it's because of the dream, the love, and it's not even a dream, because once you actually start delivering some sort of product to it, it's a reality. It just depends on how much you put into that product, as you said.
Man, it's honor and a journey. It's literally every part of every one of your stories, or every one of my stories, built that fucking bowl of mole. Like literally, like it's that depth of flavor is coming out tremendously, even in the craft, as we have gotten to our, you know, ages now. At any moment, like you're seeing phenomenal artistry from younger artists, and I'm excited about that, which is dope, because when I do be able to come out into the city, I'm able to hear these things, and I'm like, wow, like it's really grand to see that we have the spaces that have been open and available for us to be able to vibe and let people be able to do their thing.
Yeah.
Like that's important. Like you just can't be in the studio and just be in the studio like that. You got to come outside.
Yeah.
And so I can appreciate Matt opening up his space at the 101 Fresno here. Brandon throwing the events, you know, DJ Night Vibe, being able to spin and just being able to curate that space where you don't know, you know, if you're ever going to find it like that, because, you know, not a lot of places are allowing that to be, you know, as far as especially with the genre of music. So to have come a long way just from an artist standpoint, and then you're speaking even with musicians, like, that's a guarantee. Like, even as a rapper, even I know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that anybody who can play an instrument, you can take that any and everywhere.
Yeah.
You can be on the carnival, you know, on a cruise ship. So it's amazing. There is a lot of talent everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and when you create spaces where you can actually find out who's who and what everybody does, and you're like, oh, well, I need some horns on my track.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, I need some background vocals.
Which Matt, we do need horns on the track.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're at, but upstairs. Okay. Well, he heard me.
Yeah. He's been coming through and out.
I've been saying that for like since the first session. I was like, do you have anybody that plays horns? He's like, yeah. And then every time we're together, and it's not to pressure the situation. I'm just asking because I'm like, when could we do that session? Yeah. Because that way we get more like ideas of it. But yeah, I've been saying
I like that idea that you did bring about, like having someone in that session to be able to knock out everybody's tracks like that. Like, that's dope.
Yeah, because there's like 5 different ideas of horn sections. So it's like, okay, can you play this? Yeah, okay, then just do the bars that we need, this, and the change, and we can just design those afterwards.
Yeah. And then move on to the next one in that allotted amount of time.
Yeah. Because then you, like what Gene does, shout out to Gene. You guys will know who Gene is. He'll be on the podcast soon too as well. But like as Gene does, he'll lay us just 4s. Like just here's the different sounds that go in that 4. Here's your change ups, and then here's what it would sound like at the end, like when they're all together. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. And it takes about maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Amazing.
Like just clack, 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 clack. You could talk and nobody can hear you.
5 at the most.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we want musicians to be able to come in and just be like, oh, you need 4 4s. Cool, boom, boom, boom. There's that track. There's on the hook, do this and change it up. Okay, here, boom, 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 and then there you go. Yeah, and Gene brought it up too, and that's really a great thing too. Like studio musicians, you know, like what Muscle Shoals was and was like the Wrecking Crew was. These are bands that played on basically everything that our parents grew up on, because there weren't producers then. Well, producers weren't what producers are now. Producers now, I'll get up and I'll start, and I'm the producer. There was actually a band in the room that we said, okay, here's the song. We're playing in this note, we're playing in this thing, you guys do this, and more of like a conductor. And then the band played on everybody's shit. So Motown had one band that played on everything. So every Smokey Robinson, then the Wrecking Crew played on all of like the soul rock stuff, and Muscle Shoals played on all the Detroit, like it was like all these bands. So you pull up all these records and you'll look at the back and it'll say who played on it, and it's one of those three groups. And because those studio musicians played all the time. And the studios that they went to were the ones that they needed those guys at. So it's like, yo, we need Etta James to do a song, send her here. Those guys are gonna be there, they'll be able to do a song.
The sound that would be coming out of those places is insane.
So if we can aim for, that's what 2026's aim is to gather musicians to be like, hey, let's just sit here and write music for, or when somebody comes in, say a Sanaa or you, or like we did with the strings on Sad. You know, you guys will get a chance to hear that. We might, you know, as a matter of fact, hold on, let's take a second, because it'll be playing right now in the background. Ready? That's that. Get a check. It's not out yet. It will be out. It'll be on his new project. What was the name of that one? Because you said there's 2.
Yeah, it's pickups, hookups, fuck ups, and breakups.
Yeah.
So that's the project that I'm working on, which is an R&B variation. Is 4 different concepts under that. So it's the pickups parts is a different variation. The hookups part is a different variation as far as in like the love songs. Like the breakup songs is the the fuck up songs is like the relationship problems. Like I feel like this, and the breakup songs would obviously be the breakup songs. But I feel like this would be very therapeutic for men and women.
Yeah.
And I feel like the emotional or love roller coasters that I may have gone through, I think that would be conveyed as far as in how do we deal with those. And they'll cross-reference each other like they were multiple choice type, you know what I'm saying? Like you were going and playing like some Pikachu game or something like that. Like you can be able to figure out like, damn, I'm thinking like this, or was this happening and stuff like that, you know? And I like the beats, and I like the lyrical direction that I was trying to aim for with this. And I feel like this is so many different phases. I wanted to just be able to honor my whole journey as an artist. Like, you know, sometimes you hit that level of like, okay, who am I? What am I doing with my music now? And seeing and listening and hearing the fatigues and the directions that the music was going for such a long time, to now being able to see like, damn, what I may have been doing this all along is actually dope. Like people rock with the Don't Waste Your Time song when people was like, I ain't fucking with that song. That's crazy, you know? So I'm thankful to everybody, but you gotta put yourself out there, youngins. Like I keep saying that because I feel like you gotta be able to showcase your stuff and put it in front of people, regardless of how you may feel and groggy and whatever throughout your day. You gotta be able to just get up and go. Get up and go and do it to the maximum. Like do not hold out. Like do not hold out. And I feel like that's what has gotten me to be able to get so much that I hoarded so much that I beat myself up of not being able to have finished or accomplished, and I felt incomplete. Like, damn, I can't get shit done. Like, it's so I'll be like lean on me when I'm not strong. Like, blow these songs out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all do something with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like that was at least relieving. Like, okay, for one, people got a chance to hear the stuff that I may not have had, that they never had the chance to hear. You know, and I feel like that's just cross promotion and allowing others to be able to dial into what we do have. Like I love what I've heard so far, to where it's empowered me to get up off my ass to be like, here, this is what you do. Go talk your shit. Go show your shit. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of the bleachers, get up off of the bench, get on that free throw line, and hit that motherfucker.
Quit cheering for a motherfucker, get in there.
Exactly. And so that was my motions, regardless, hitting the ground running. I felt like once I was able to just like sit down and sit still. Once you sit down and sit still and you kind of like calm your mind, like you'll be able to get shit done. And I feel like as you get older, you see that sometimes you gotta really slow down, homie. You know what I'm saying? And stop and look both ways. And,
you said drive slow.
Yeah. And like quiet your mind, because God is trying to tell you something. And when he's doing that, he's giving you God's plan. And you can see it and you can hear it and you can feel it, and I promise you it's gonna move you in the right direction. But be ye separate, said the Lord, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and I will be a father unto you, and you shall be my sons and daughters. You gotta be able to stay focused, disciplined, and positive, because you're gonna run. Hope stands for holding on to positive energy. You gotta be able to hold on to that shit. Dealing with anything in these particular type of professions, because we chose it at the end of the day. And we love it, and it's music business at the same time. So being able to understand your royalties, being able to try to build that stuff up, like I feel like that was important. I feel like the lane, like the stuff that'll be written on about what I'm trying to do is going to be impressive to a lot of people if it comes into like a book format. Like I feel like that's going to be dope. Like scholars are going to be like, oh, honest, like, damn, this motherfucker's cold.
Yeah.
This motherfucker cold, man. You know, so, and I feel like it's the right time, and I feel like it's just the right plan has been put in place, and the right people and the right product. And I feel like that's from a business standpoint, but from the music, it's like, damn, I've gone through so much fucking shit to have like see it, like to be given that vision now, like, oh my goodness, like this is surreal. Like, thank you, God. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm saying? Like that changes everything for me. But understanding, like, Mom's always said, like, you got to do your schoolwork and homework. And schoolwork is that shit that they tell you that you got to learn and how to do. That's a whole different. That's structured. That's that's that institutionalized. So you got to make sure you know that. But it's that homework and being able to, like the chef shit, being able to know that we were blessed with our hands. Like we weren't given no table. You had to cut that tree down. You had to go and eat your food. Like my first thing I ever killed was that chicken. So it's like the chicken is my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like you fed me, man. Like thank you. You know. So I was like, you know. And so with that being said, I feel like it's just important to just kind of keep doing what you're doing. And with all of the music that we all have right now, why not blend them together and see what we can come out of that? And I feel like being able to hear everybody, that has allowed us to be able to start sparking what we do have. Like me even presenting what I have, like that's good. And that's just like one folder. And we didn't even get through the whole fucking folder. We barely got through the folder.
No, we went through like literally the third song. Yeah, the third song.
So I'm like, it's getting to that point where I know that time has to be dedicated to that as well, because I know that just getting it to that point of get 12 songs. You just got to get 12 songs, get 12 songs, get 12 songs.
Same for you. Same for you. We're the same shit we're talking about. So now,
yeah. Get 12 songs. That's album of the year. Album of the year. That's your 5 right there.
And with the sequence of what we've already started developing, like you said, if you want to get through the entire folder, but as soon as I heard something, I was like, okay, let's go there, because the music is now touching people in a space. Like I've shown probably about 4 people who play music, and I'm like, what do you think about this? And they're like, wow. They all closed their eyes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They all went somewhere.
They went
wherever their happy place was, whether it's a forest, whether it's that mountain range right there, whether it's, you know what I mean? It was somewhere mystical, magical. But they all told me they went somewhere.
Wow.
And these are musicians who have done, you know, don't want to put them on blast because I'm not saying their names, but they've done shrooms, they've done DMT, they've smoked weed, they, you know, psychedelics to open up their mind as a musician.
Yeah.
This was like, they said this was like a natural high. Like I felt high, but I felt like I could close my eyes and literally be in that place. Song's not that long. It's about, I think it's exactly 3 minutes. Exactly 3 minutes. But in that 3 minutes, you see it start, they're listening, their heads bobbing. And then by the time it gets to like right after the hook and it gets like halfway through the verse, they close their eyes. And then they're like, okay. And because that part is a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then right when it goes into the first build up, they're like, whoa, like you can see them like with their eyes closed, but like, okay. And then they're like, oh yeah. And then it breaks down, but then the second part's shorter and then it goes back into it. And by the time it goes back to the second part, that's when they're like, yo, you guys took us somewhere. Like they're listening to you took me somewhere right now. That was crazy. Yeah. I felt like I was on the beach. I felt like I was on the fucking forest. I felt like I was in the mountains. Like they all had a visual of something mystical, and that was literally just a
that's crazy.
And that little chime at the end, and then we went into it. So you guys will get a chance to hear it. We're gonna play it. Well, we played it, but that's what we're talking about, sad. And then we have other projects but there's tons of stuff that can be built, but it's just like, getting to this point, we actually found a space where it's like, oh, this all works. These are stuff that you thought of too, like stuff that I made.
Yeah.
I was showing you guys, I was like, yo, this is stuff I just made. I didn't even think it was gonna do anything.
Right.
So music, but also too with the creation, it's like, it is like cooking. Like you'll try out a couple different dishes and like it has variance to it. This has more of this has more of that. This one has more, I don't really like, and somebody will eat the one that you really don't like. You're like, that, and they're like, that's the fire one right there.
Crazy.
And you're like, really?
I love it. I love it.
It changed
my fucking
it made me sneeze, but okay, I'll fucking, let's do it. It made me sneeze, but I got whatever. Like, fuck it, I'll make it for you guys. But you find out that, you know, it is our taste, because as an artist, it is your taste, it is your creation. But it also is the palate and the ears of the people that are accepting what you're giving them, because sometimes what you don't think they're gonna like, you're favoring because it's your flavor, your taste, your idea. Yeah. And they're like, that was cool, I liked it. And you're like, I did all of this fucking bells and whistles to this bitch. I did everything to this motherfucker. And then,
still don't fuck with it.
And then you're like, well, I got this one. I mean, I don't know. And they're like, oh, that's and you're like, that's what we're doing. But then at the same time, that's what their ears wanted to hear from you. Like, that's what was palatable for them from you. Because the deep thought, you got to like build it up for them to take it there. Or, you know, like the more up tempo or whatever the concept was. They weren't ready for that. They were thinking, oh, he's Prime Blaq, he's gonna give me this song. Yeah. Give you something else. You're like, oh, that was cool. Yeah. That was cool. And then you're like, okay, here's this one. And they're like, oh, that's my fucking jam right there. And you're like, all right, well, I guess. And the same thing with cooking. You know what I mean? You'll make something for somebody, like, hey, I think it came out too salty. I don't think it has enough of this. And they're like, fuck, bro, this fucking fire right here, shit. So it is, it's palatable. So it's always to what the fan is figuring out for themselves. And sometimes it is, some people are brand new listeners to music. So some deep conscious shit, it might be a little bit over their head. And they gotta be eased into the shit, you know what I mean? You can't just jump into quality. Yeah. I mean, you can't just jump into fucking Immortal Technique. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be eased into shit like that. You can't just come into artists that just have concepts and political stances and, you know, views about the world that really put you in a space to think about shit. If you're not ready for that, you're gonna be like, I'm not ready for that. Then you hear a different song from Immortal Technique, you're like, oh, this is a dope ass song. And you dance with the devil, and you're like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? This is crazy. So yeah, it's like that. And I get that too, because even creating, that's why I want to touch on so many different styles. Because we will be able to have people locked in on each one of those styles, and we don't have to worry about everybody liking all of them. No. You know what I mean?
And that's what's crazy. That's why I like the little, it's not an experiment, but the little Fresno bucket of beats that I want everybody to just thoroughly just go through them all just to see. Because it's like you said, some you may be like, man, the fuck, the motherfucker be like, yo, this shit is crazy, and they hop on it and they do a whole album. Yeah. Like that makes me feel good. Like they got up off of their ass to really fucking do something.
Or they had a verse. They had a verse
15 years ago,
and they're looking for that beat, and they never found the beat, and that was the beat.
The catalyst, literally. And I'm humbly. Like that's like a unk moment, a daddy moment. It's like you giving one of your babies, like somebody want to take your baby to prom, you know?
Like, oh, you like this one? I'm so proud. Look at me.
I'm proud of this motherfucker. Take him off my hands.
Take him off my hands. Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a quick break right now. We're gonna go have a little smoke break for you guys as well. You guys will go ahead and enjoy. We're gonna come back, talk about some music, some of the inspirations, what made you get into music and what you're listening to now, even on days where you're just vibing and shit, like it's just what the ear likes. So you guys go ahead and take a break, grab yourself something to drink. 3:24 a.m., you know what it is. Scientifixxx, Prime Blaq, Sana on the back, you know what it is. Ha ha ha. We'll be right back.
This is the Loaf Legend.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to 3:24 a.m. podcast. I'm your host, Scientifixxx, back with my man Prime Blaq, talking that talk, talking about music, talking about things that we've been encouraging artists to do. Now we're gonna talk about, I don't know, talk about whatever the fuck we want. We just took a smoke break, so you know what I mean? It's chill time. But yeah, music that influenced us, music that, you know, kind of, that you listen to basically when you're not on doing anything else, because you said you don't listen to a lot of other people, but you do listen to people.
Yeah, I mean, I at least got some lists. I mean, I put, like, it's depending on what I'm doing. Like, say if I'm on some motivation or if I'm in my hustle mode, it's probably some Nipsey Hussle, it's some Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole, you know, gamut of songs from old school all the way up to new school. Yeah. Just good music that will resonate to whatever I may be actually feeling. So I've curated different playlists like that kind of work for me in that aspect. So I listen to everything. Like I'm just one of those guys that I've just listened to so much music over the years, from West Coast to East Coast to world music to different genres of music, and incorporated so much. But now I'm listening to is the artists that are around me. I think I'm focused so much, like I think that's different to enjoy now than what's really been out there, because it's kind of like taken away, I guess, the support from the local. Okay. We've been so focused on the mainstream artists and them doing and get away what they doing, you know? So I feel like it's more, I think it's a better path of more nutritional value, knowing about who's around in the region, especially for me being from Southern California. So I feel like that's important to me. Like I really take to heed that of being able to introduce myself to whoever is out here. I think that's really dope because just connect that way.
Yeah, but you also get to hear them before if they make a move, whether it be you or they, you know, get that progression.
Yeah.
Get to hear them from the grassroots kind of environment of when they were still developing that sound.
Yeah.
And also, without support, I mean, how else would you blow up?
That part.
I mean, if people ain't showing up to your shows, buying your music, that, you know what I mean, enjoying it, understanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
Palatability, as we say.
They gotta have that. I mean, you have to do that. I mean, to make that move and to vibe out to so many different genres of music. I can go from, you know, Al Green all the way up to Snoop Dogg to, you know, D'Angelo. It's just endless amount of music. You know. It's, and then you just listening to it and you make it.
Perry, freaking Sting. You know what I mean? Like there's all these like bands that come in and just play like anthems for some point. You know what I mean? That are just sprinkled in those time frames.
I love the jam sessions because I think that's where people don't even get a chance to hear that variation of music where you got all of these musicians in one place. And I can appreciate this spot that Matt has. Like I love being here, y'all. Like y'all have no idea, like this is such a vibe. I love this. So I can't wait till this becomes 2.0. And I want to be a part of that. Like that's really dope. We have been a part of that just even for the amount of time. So I'm thankful for that to help spark new music. And, you know, and then if I'm listening to other music, it's of an influence of like, okay, I have to keep minimal at that because I don't want to be influenced by that. I want to stay in my lane with what I'm doing. But I love what's going on. I'm excited about the music that's coming out of every region of the world right now. And I think that's really dope because I have friends from all over the world that'll be like, hey, Prime, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. And I'm like, wow, this has the music style or the songwriting ability, and I hope it is not so much AI too at the same time. So I have to keep that in consideration because I really do like put a lot of effort into all the music or anything that I'm doing right now with that, you know. And it's not to say that I'm not evolving or I haven't used have not used it to even see what it was about. I think that is important to be able to see what's out there, but for me, everybody has their flavor. And I think it's always good to go back to the original where music is played with instruments that have created these sounds and amplified just the optics of the audio. Like those dynamics create the type of, from sadness. Like that was crazy. So for me, from a person who just a little seed, you know what I'm saying? Look at this, listen to this. And then Gene come in here and just fucking, wow, man. And that's the energy that you will want to have every day. You know, sometimes we don't get that. Sometimes you are the greatest loser of all time, you know, and it sucks. Like it happens in this industry. You're gonna win, you're gonna lose, you're gonna have fucking writer's block, you're gonna have opportunities fail, you're gonna have just we've gone through every emotion. So putting that into music is what it was lacking for a long time. And I think now you're seeing artists that are putting that in their music really flourish now, or see that really blossom now, that you've incorporated that in your music and they don't see that. Like I didn't think that any of these songs would have produced people like showing me love, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like I truly do, you know. And I think it's just a testament of just like to keep going. And I think that is important for every artist to understand that. Like, keep going. Like, you have something still in you. Get it out. You know, like don't die with your music still in you. Like, get it done. Get it recorded. Meet up with somebody else. Like, get it off to somebody else that. Let them have an ear that you trust and stuff like that, and you know that their abilities are great like that to enhance or help make you better and sharpen your tools.
Yeah.
So I think that's important, you know, and it's okay to put all of the emotion that you have and stay on topic, stay consistent with the artistry of your pen, of being with that concept. If it's gonna be about that concept, you and that emotion, sometimes like I said, I have a whole archive of those type of songs, and it's like, even if it doesn't pose that emotion, it's like sometimes you just gotta dig deep and do shit that you really may not wanna do in that moment, but you still gotta do it, you know? And that's the grit that you gotta always have, as like eating that shit with a smile on your face and then loving that because that's the punch in your face that you wanted to have. And if you was gonna get it, regardless of how much you may have wanted to have this perfect plan of using, you know, different resources, different connects and stuff like that. And, you know, trying to find different cheat codes. It's like, there's no cheat code. Like, you gotta do this shit from like your soul.
Yeah.
Like, there's something different about that now. And I feel like you're seeing artists really recognize that now and have a deeper appreciation for seeing people who have done this for years, you know? And I'm seeing that, and you're seeing a lot of legends that are checking out now. So it's like, it's now or never. And I feel like that's the energy and the vibe that I'm feeling from a lot of people, just as far as in their work ethic, which is good, because like everybody's on a great grind in whatever direction they choose to go. And so I think that's empowering. I think that's empowering now with me personally. Yeah. And so I'm thankful for just being able to be like, you know what, somebody, hey, they got an event coming on, you know, are you gonna get up, you know, yeah, what's up? And I used to have to ride the bike all the way over there, you know what I'm saying, doing further performances, and just to open up my lungs just to be able to perform. Yeah. And that helped out too. Yeah. So however, which way that you can do to help better your craft, you know, figure that part out and become the best artist that you can be. I think just for you, like, you gotta say, like, fuck everybody else, like, at the end of the day, when it comes to that, but you still gotta understand that people, there's a fly in their suit, there's a hair in their suit. You gotta take that into consideration, that, you know, you can't take it personal. Like, it's love at the end of the day. Like, they wanna see you succeed at the end of the day because they truly care. Yeah. And you should be caring about them as too, because they care about you enough to be able to be like, okay, here's a little oomph for you to go, you know, and that's up for you if you're gonna take it, you know. And it's the way that you're gonna take it personal, or you're gonna take it like, you know, in the wrong direction, where it's like, okay, that shit sucked. You need to change that, Prime. You need to, like, do a better job lyrically, or where's the I can't hear the clap on the production. It's like that. If you, there's no shortcuts to greatness. Yeah. And I feel like that's what's been my motion as far as in my gear shifting when it comes to listening to music and expecting. When I say that, expectations are the gatekeepers of heartbreaks. I don't want to expect that somebody will have consistent great albums when they put them out. Like, I may have a garbage out of all of that, you know what I'm saying? But there may be one, there may be a couple. Some people may have a whole body of work. I understand that it's gonna be different between not only me, but from everybody else. But you gotta give everybody what you do have, you know, and allow the audience to be able to cipher through everything like if they were going through to a thrift store, you know, or a consignment store. Like, you can be able to just go through all of this, you know, and Netflix and chill. Yeah. You literally going through all this music and you're like, all right, boom, 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 I can add this to this playlist. This is music for my gym mode, or this is my music for the family mode. So I think that's important, to be able to figure out who you are as an artist. And I feel like that's just my lane of what I've been able to start tinkering in the backfield. You know, it's like, you gotta work on your craft even when you don't want to. Yeah. But I always wanted to. So like that was never a problem. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're doing that and you got a smile on your face and everything's going right, with you putting a drop of water on that music and letting it sit however it needs to be. Like, you're gonna get back to it because you know you got life is life and you got shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, oh, let me get through this day. Let me make sure I get there.
Yeah.
But to come back and know that that little one seed was germinating, like, okay, ooh, I didn't remember. I may let Science hear this. Like, all right, boom. I don't know that it's going to be the case, and I know that's with everybody. They having so much material. It's excited to be able to sit down and go through a session and see what we all have, and being able to create something new out of something that we may have been sitting on because we have so much of a massive project, amount of product to be able to put out now. And to decide what we're going to go through, it's like, okay, you got to have these long sessions. And you see why people have had these musicians in these rooms for such a long time, but the flow of the music is so effortless in that way too. When you're a producer and you just in your room by yourself, you're not getting that other, that other balance, that other camaraderie like that. You know what I'm saying? Other people are not hearing that. So when you actually showcase that, then you can actually see something like that too. But you got to be out to be able to have people hear it. You know? So to see musicians hear my music like that too, that's dope.
And to be able to connect with it instantly, like, oh, I got something for that. Let me add a little something to that.
Man.
And it makes that go quickly. Because like, even shout out to Brandon and Night Vibes for the salon. Like, I found your music because of that. Also through Matt, but like a lot of artists. So had I not been in those scenes, I wouldn't have been able to see the live performance. So you said you're riding your bike here to open up the lungs, get it ready. Get here and kill it, and everybody else is not knowing that, like, oh, yo, you like mobbed here. Shout out to you too. Same thing when there was a time when there was an open mic. Car died on the last exit ramp of the freeway, pushed the car from the freeway to the event, went on stage, killed it, and was like, I'll figure out how I'm gonna get home afterwards. Like, I came here for that. Dedication, you know what I mean? So if you're riding your bike over here, you're pushing all the limits for it, and that shows a lot of not only just the drive, the ethic of your work, but then the actual want and desire that you have for the thing and your passion. You're showing that you love this thing no matter what. It's going to be the other pieces of you exist because of this. It's the growth that you've had as a man and as a person is all came from experiences that this thing has brought, from creativity, from thought processes. And to be at a point to where now you're sharing it with artists, and artists are seeing their avenues and their lanes now crossing with yours, and it's like, hey, we can do something with all of this, like you were saying, making that mole. You know what I mean? You start stirring it up, let it bubble. You gotta let it sit and bubble, but once everybody starts to see what is available, all the sounds, all this equipment, all this everything, we got the ability to now put things into play and put all of the sounds that are up here, because as a producer, sometimes you're like, man, I really wish I had real horns. I really wish I had a guitar player to do this. I don't know how to play guitar, so I'm trying to figure it out. I guess it's this. And so it does play a lot easier, and the workflow, because it starts to feel like these songs are songs. Not to say that a producer can't give you a beat and it doesn't feel like a song, but when you see musicians creating something in the moment, it feels like everybody in the room is creating, and this thing is now gonna sound a whole lot better because everybody was creating. It wasn't just you and the producer and maybe another person. It was heads.
So that all of us together being able to make these dreams come true for each other, not only for us, but also all of our listeners.
No, you're right though, you're right. Because it's like you make up these concepts, you have an envision, you hear a song or you hear a thing or you have something happen in life, you start putting it into a form of like, yo, I'm gonna story tell this in a way that's gonna make people sing along with it, or at least get the message out, and then all these melodies start coming and all these different cadences start coming in. And that's where, as a musician, it's like, this is where the creative process, for you guys out there, you guys would know, for people that listen to music, this is what happens. You start to feel like different emotions, you start to see different colors, you start to hear different horns and different things that happen at the same time to create this song. When you're writing it, there's different variations of how people write, but still at the same time, you feel the story start to write itself because it's coming from a place that you already know the answers to this whole thing. You're just trying to figure out how to tell everybody the same story that everybody can relate to. And that's what you're saying, like it comes from a dream or it comes from a concept and it actually gets turned into a physical storyline where people listen to it at their graduation or they get married to it or they, you know what I mean, they're best friends and they go on camping trips and they always play that thing, or you go on a cruise or drive by yourself and you're just like, yo, I'm gonna put this thing on. So we can create those moments from thoughts, and that's amazing to be able to push that for so many people. And it just comes from one person, each one of us, everybody that we've ever listened to.
Yeah.
You know, everybody we're inspired by.
Just think about it. There are going to be children that are named after and made from the music you made on this earth.
Yeah.
Like, there are whole generations of people who are going to be coming from the music that you create, no matter how small and fast it is.
Yeah.
And I think that is like one of the greatest joys you can have as a person, other than being like a doctor. Like, it's the sewing of the wound of the soul almost.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave you with that.
Yeah.
Sanaa,
if nobody heard what she said, Sanaa said that it's you know, what did you say it again?
It's the sewing for the soul.
It's the sewing for the soul. What was the first part though? Like
There's gonna be children.
oh, there's gonna be children born and people like named.
Whole generations of people.
Yeah. Like the way that, like, you know, the way Marvin Gaye, Keith Sweat, like all that stuff. Like there'll be people that generationally will be made to our music.
Yeah.
Or named after songs or named after moments in, you know, music, because that's, their parents experienced that. And that could be 10 years from now. There could be a kid right now that's like 17 that's listening to the music, and 10 years from now he has a kid. And then he's like, oh, his kid grows up listening to the music.
And we gotta honor our journeys.
Yeah.
And listening to all of that music that I've made is like seeing who I am through that. It's like me honoring my journey in some way, somehow. That shit, I'm scumbag, I'm this, I'm great, I'm all this shit. I mean, it's like, it is what it is, but it gives you an opportunity to understand who I am and what I've come through to be able to get to this point. And I think people just need to just honor that and give roses to that. Even with the artistry, like, we need to uplift that in that particular part.
Yeah. Because
it's like, people really dedicating their lives to it. No different than a boxer in the ring too.
Yeah.
You know, so to be able to leave these lyrical newspapers, you know, I think that is very monumental. And the fact that was just brought up, the fact that people are going to be listening to our music like this. Mm-hmm. Like, I went through a lot of shit to even have it gone to even get to that point. So it's like, that is such an amazing feeling to any artist that's out there doing that. And that's the true, I guess, joy or bliss out of the moment whenever that is made. When people actually receive the music in the medicinal way that I hope that they receive it.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point. Like, it's like a soul food cooking. It's like a ministry, you know? So I'm looking at it that way as well, because you can't have no filter, you know, with your art. I feel like when you start rejecting or resenting or regressing from just being able to jump into the deep waters of all genres of music, I feel like you have to be able to sit there and have listened to everything. Yeah, that would be closed off to anything. Like, I've been everywhere across the whole country, so it's like, you gonna listen to music from Alaska. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So okay, this is what it is out here.
This is what y'all slapping.
This is what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's an amazing thing when you can vibe with the people from all walks of life, and it can give you that experience. And that ain't not the thing that is your experience. It's what you build off of what your experience is. This is my experience. Mm-hmm. This is everybody else's experience. I want to be able to hear everybody's life experience and them honoring their journey and their music. Yeah. Like, I don't want it to be fabricated. I don't want nobody pump faking about that. Like, I only created what I'm doing because it's like, I've really been banging on the door of success because of the shit that I done been through. And I feel like, you know, that's what needs to be the representation that people need to see in the music. Because for me, I think it's important that we evolve the music. And I feel like with the 2 projects that I'm doing, that's dope. With the shows that we're doing, to be able to let people, okay, they're getting appetizers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's so much shit that everybody do got, which is dope. Like, I love we created this boiler room of music that people can come and just like actually showcase what they have. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there vibing with that. That gives me like measure of, oh, damn, okay, this is okay, I'm doing something with this one. All right, let me go back into the archives and see what else I got. And that's a part of your business. Like at any business, you're looking at your business analytics.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is, a music business. So you really are analyzing and seeing everybody flourish with the songs that they do have from these shows, which is dope because I want to be able to do the live shows. It should be this, well, the weather's going to change soon. Yeah. So creating that Fresno group type of thing, that energy, that collaborative energy right now, to where once everybody's outside, then hey, let's see what we can produce going from place to place and allowing everybody's face to be seen, you know, from the work like that. So if that's the support we're doing, then let's see it. I think that's great.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm on, you know?
I mean, and that's perfect space to be in because realistically, like for all artists, that's where they should be thinking about, you know, taking what they think is the next level each time, that perspective. You know what I mean? Because you should be going after building it up to, and enjoying each one of those steps too. Enjoy the ride. If anything, enjoy the path. It's gonna take, I mean, I like to say I like to water my peoples, which is giving them their flowers, but like you said you're entering 40. You've been doing music now for a majority of your life. And you've been able to travel many places and do it. The accolades we gave you, you know, songwriting, being at Grammys, being, you know, on television, being a part of music in itself and throughout the industry for years, you know, is a huge thing. And being able to still be fresh to people, be brand new to people, be a different style of music, even though it's your style of music, it's just a different version of what you have, as we said, through the evolution. Because then if you take them back through the journey, they get to see the other versions of you they haven't seen because they're meeting it today. So I want to give you your props and your flowers for that. That's huge. I want to, you know, encourage you, of course, always to keep going, but encourage you to stay on the path and keep that mentality of wanting to reach out to other musicians and continuing the sound to see what is out there. Because as an engineer, that's the thing that I aim for, is to get as many ideas and many sounds as we can on the palette and just start painting, you know what I mean? As Bob Ross said, there ain't only happy mistakes, you know what I mean? There's no errors, you don't mess up, you just got a happy mistake. So with that, you know, I want to give you your props and your flowers on the fact that you're doing such a great thing and being tapped into the community and being at open mics or being a person that serves food or a person that serves, you know, beats, just serving people and doing the thing, giving your gift and understanding your gift and being able to give that away in different levels and different platforms is amazing. So I want to give you props for that.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and also we're gonna talk about some music. So you said you got some tracks on YouTube. Let everybody know where to find you on YouTube first before we jump into it.
Man, y'all can find me on YouTube at Prime Blaq, PRIMEBLAQ, and it's a folder of 221 tracks.
For sure.
That you can just go through a whole playlist, and it's music that I have on all the other ones.
And which one is this one?
Oh, this it's an everyday struggle.
Which one is this?
It's an everyday struggle.
It's an everyday struggle.
South Chicago.
South Chicago shit. Check this out.
It's an everyday struggle. We've been down too long, but how long will it take for all of us to wake up, wake up? We all we got in this. Half of the black youth never graduate. Seamless approach on this track. Homie, I had to take. Didn't hesitate to wanna elevate and set them straight. I couldn't survive. Let you guys be led astray. What you talking about? I don't care, homie. You. First off, I got the same pigmentation as you do. Only difference is I don't disguise my wise. Even if you stupid, don't walk through it. Open your eyes. Broken home, growing up profile by the cops. Everybody claim a hood, some whammy block. I can't get shot by somebody hating, saying it was my fault they didn't get a shot. For being the best that I wanna be and all that I got. I know that trap stuff look enticing to cook up. Odds never stacked in your favor every time you look up. Brother, uncle, father doing bits since you was a kid. Now the streets and this music is your influence. Every time you look in the mirror, love that reflection. You are God's chosen, let that be your protection. To whom wakes up to earn, to these shall be given. I came a long way with this mindset of living. Ignorance never has relevance. They gon' get a couple bars of they dissing in, cause they refrain from listening. Only due to their conditioning. I'm not tripping, no, I'm on this shit. Struggle. We've been down too long, but how long will it take for all of us to wake up, wake up? We all we got in this everyday struggle. We've been down too long, but how long will it take for all of us to wake up, wake up? We all we got in this. Everybody got a life and most don't wanna live it. Most are just bumping their heads and they will never get it. The flashbacks are has-been hidden behind subliminals. You will never understand me, judge me, label me criminal. Time is of the essence, signs and symbols are critical to the questions of the unknown. This moment is biblical. Everyone thinks of changing the world, no one thinks of changing themselves first. Recalibrate your understanding of your self-worth. Many have worked hard all their life, many have sacrificed everything to get to the stars and stripes. To make something out of nothing, build a kingdom from scratch. Stay Armstrong like Lance, this one George Chad. Hey, what do you champion yourself to be? This is an overcritical question that makes you think. Some people champion themselves at not being shit. Straight losers, the greatest ones at not doing shit. Watch the profit from controversial topics. Individuals who practice rituals want me to stop it. Annual monetary, bring a lucrative gain. Excel expectations, broke mentality, just bring pain. Pose for the camera, this codex is Kodak. Truth is truth, baby, and everyone knows that my presence on president and my moves become Midas. I'm the flash, you can't deny this. It's an everyday struggle. We've been down too long, but how long will it take for all of us to wake up, wake up? We all we got in this everyday struggle. We've been down too long, but how long will it take for all of us to wake up, wake up? We all we got in this.
Yo, that was fire, man. Hey, you guys check that out. Check out the whole playlist. You said 120 songs on there?
221.
221 songs. Videos and or visuals. So that's a whole lot of music to go through. So check it out, enjoy it. Anything else you want to tell people? Where to find you? What's up next? What's going on? Like your food, everything else? Give them the rundown.
Wow, so $1 Billion Bangers, that's the merchandise I'm wearing right now. Just banging down the door of success, and we just making beautiful, valuable content that people can appreciate to move them in the just direction that will open up so many doors for so many people. So this has a beautiful, powerful movement and energy and message behind it. So that's what I present to the world out there. And so the music that I have out there, y'all can check that out. The music that I'm currently working on right now is the R&B album. I do have a hip hop album, which will be the sequel to The Storms Won't Last 2. That will be my hip hop section. That will be later on in this year. But the one project that I'm doing now is the R&B project, the pickups, hookups, fuck ups, and breakups, or mess ups and breakups. Obviously, I gotta clean it up. So I have to clean it up. But that one's just gonna be, there's about 30 something songs so far in each one of those. So what we're doing is we're gonna consolidate that down and see where we're at, because there's so many in all those categories in those songs, and I want to be able to lay it out strategically the right way. And so being able to dedicate that time to it, I think that's important. I mean, I don't want to rush the process with none of it, but that we definitely gonna get to that point. Like, I mean, we can always give them a sample of what we've already done, but that is crazy. Yeah, but we working. Understand that we working, and not just on my projects. It's like so many other things that could be filling in, not only for my projects, but for other people's projects as well. But for me, I want to be able to stay focused on my, getting this completed as far as honing down every single song, making sure that the lyrics is done, having everything prepared. Like, I'm such an extra meticulous perfectionist boot camp. Like, I want to make sure that everything lines up the right way, and then when I do that, I'm at peace. I know that I went all out on every part. I'm at peace, and then that's where I'm like, okay, I couldn't come back to the studio because I lost my voice because I would fucking walk. You know what I'm saying? So for a whole week I was out when I was so ready at that moment. So it's just like, it is what it is, you know. But you come back and you build from that, and it allows you to be able to have the time to make sure that everything is prepared the right way. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Holla. Makes all the sense in the world.
But they can find me on social media at Prime Blaq, PRIMEBLAQ. Thank you.
Right there.
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna get into performance right now. So y'all check it out. What song you gonna be performing?
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Y'all enjoy. See you guys next week. It's at 3 a.m. or 3 a.m. Just 3 a.m. Fuck it. The 3:24 a.m. podcast. I am your host, Scientifixxx, here with my special guest, Prime Blaq. Shout out to BornEvil. Shout out to BornEvillStudios and Network. Shout out to 101. Shout out to my chef at my homie's kitchen. Shout out to everybody that's doing it in Fresno. You guys will be seeing a lot of them on this podcast, so show them love when you see. Follow him on all platforms. Check out his music. Check out, if you're in the city, check out the food too. Where can they find the food?
Is crazy. Hey, we're gonna be down at, we got Nisi's Plates. You can look that up, NEICYSPLATES. We're gonna be down Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays at the Detention Pool Hall off of Olive, 750 East Olive, I believe. And I'm set up out there and people can come and at least taste the food. I just finished up working on my Loaf Legend, so that shit is,
there it is.
That's the new one, but the special chicken is undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Once we're gonna try that out, but that's where I'm at least at. When the weather gets better, I'll be at the farmers markets.
Okay.
Just stay updated by following me on all the platforms. I mean, Nisi's Plates and Prime Blaq. Yeah. Those are my two platforms that I push out, and that's what I'm working right now. So thank you guys. It's a humble honor.
Worldwide, check out the music. If you're local, check out the performances and the food. And if you're coming into town, check out both. Stop by everything that we've mentioned in this podcast, and the link to everything will be in the description, as it always will be. You guys have a great day. Threes up. Love full. Peace.
They don't want to see you shine. Why?
And that's fine, but never let it stop your grind. So don't waste your time.
Let's go.
They don't want to see you shine.
Why?
And that's fine, but never let it
Stop your grind. So
don't waste your time. Get it together.
So don't waste your time.
Get it together.
So don't waste your time.
Get it together.
So don't waste your time.
Get it together. I know your whole life all you heard was no, but all you need is one yes to grow into a rose from concrete. Like my man Tupac, when you get your shot, give it all you got. If you got dreams to chase it, hard work pays off, rewards amazing. Life can get hard, but you gotta face it. Can't sit back and be complacent. Excess baggage messing the flight schedules. They don't share your dreams of being incredible. Doors of opportunity, listen if you need a key. People overlooking opportunities repeatedly. Swing for the fence, let it all make sense. Don't block the door that you're leaning up against. I know you gon' hate this, but you need to learn to find your own greatness. But you need to learn to find your own greatness. But you need to learn to find your own greatness. But you need to learn to find your own greatness. Let's go, baby. They don't want to see you shine, and that's fine, but never let it stop your grind. So don't waste your time. Let's go. They don't want to see you shine, and that's fine, but never let it stop your grind. So don't waste your time. Get it together.
Don't waste your time.
Get it together. Yeah. Get it together.
Don't waste your time.
Get it together. Goes without a plan is a nightmare. Negativity becomes your best friend right there. Focus on the positives. Don't worry about the haters. Say you want to be me. No, I want you to be greater than yourself allows. When it rains, it pours under the blackest clouds. Hold your head up, crack open that sunshine smile. Work hard to make all of your family proud. Pat yourself on the back and take a bow. Climb to your peak of potential and scream out loud that you can do it. And you made it, been through what you're going through. That's what makes you the greatest. Homie, it's go time. No more waiting. Even if the journey is painstaking, you better over regrets. Success is getting what we want. Happiness is wanting what we get. Happiness is wanting what we get. Success is getting what we want. Happiness is wanting what we get. Get it? Get it. They don't want to see you shine, and that's fine, but never let it stop your grind. So don't waste your time. They don't want to see you shine, and that's fine, but never let it stop your grind. So don't waste your time. Get it together. Wait, hey, get it together. Oh, get it together. Oh, get it together. Oh. Life is too short. Spend it with the ones you love. Enjoy this time. Enjoy this today. Enjoy this moment every second. Go hard. Don't give up. Don't let go. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, baby. Went through a lot when that song got made.